What's going on, everybody? Vince Goodrum here. It is Monday evening. Uh, just having myself a nice stogie, Dominican roll cigar, mm, and just enjoying life there as usual. No hard days work. Train in the gym. Have a good meal. Have a nice Dominican roll cigar. But the reason why I'm making this video is normally I don't do any real videos during the week, but recently I've been asked to sign this petition for Shawn to be kicked out as being a commentator. And this has been going around through RX Muscle, through Facebook, and all the social media and everything like that. And there's been a lot of accusations that's been thrown around, such as Shawn messing with underage children and taking advantage and raping women and everything like that. So I just wanted to get on here today, really just to defend Shawn in this particular case. Now, a lot of people don't like him, and most people can then. As far as I'm concerned, I can see why. Believe me, I've known Shawn for, about 15 years at least there. The first time I met him was at, I believe, the 2006 Mr. Olympia, which, I've been in the bodybuilding scene for a while, but I never actually really met him until, 2006 Olympia. But in any event, my whole thing about Shawn is, some people think he's a dick, and I can see where they're coming from on it. But, that's one thing, but that's not a prerequisite to go and kick someone else off of being a commentator. And I don't think that a petition does no good. And here's the reason being. First off, when it comes to being a commentator, Shawn isn't an official IFBB commentator. It's the promoter's decision as to whether Shawn is a commentator or whether they hire someone else. Period. By all means, Shawn doesn't automatically have a commentary job, no different than Bob Ciccarello. The reason why they picked Shawn is because of his experience. I don't know of any other bodybuilder that has hosted a nationally syndicated show on TV, such as ESPN's Flex. Remember that back in the early 90s. And he's been a regular commentator on ESPN for a number of years. He has the credentials in order to be a commentator, and he speaks quite well. As far as mispronouncing names, I'm sorry, but there's a lot of these foreign names that even I can't pronounce. Okay, I mean, that's why they use names such as Big Ramy, because his real name is actually pretty hard to pronounce. Y'all gotta excuse me there. Got to make sure it stays lit, but I'm going to put it down there. I'm not going to be acting like some asshole up here anyway. So, but that's one thing. Number two, Shawn his record speaks for himself. Now, some people think that he's living off of his bodybuilding record. Well, I mean, part of his bodybuilding career is his resume. If someone's going to be a commentator for the Mr. Olympia, at the very least, wouldn't it be good to have someone that actually stepped on stage and is trained and everything like that? So, like I said, he's not really living off his credentials or anything. He earned it. He earned the Arnold Classic. He earned the Ironman. He earned all those top finishes in the Mr. Olympia. He finished Second, he finished in second in 94 and 96. So, I mean, come on, people. But one thing that really irritates me is the fact that, these accusations, such as him sleeping with underage children and raping women, that bullshit's got to stop, basically. And I fucking mean it there. That's not even cool at all. I mean, you can have a petition, which I think is still silly, and you could say he's a dick, and everything like that. But when you go out there and you spread these unfounded rumors and everything, me personally, that just turns me off there. I'm not even going to deal with that type of situation. I'm not going to sign a petition. I'm not going to side with you whatsoever. You better have some hard fucking evidence to accuse someone of sleeping with underage children and going around raping women. You know what I mean? I mean, this whole situation has the trimmings of Roger Stone, this is something that Roger Stone would fucking do, I mean, because he makes implications, he makes a plot, he makes comments that implicate someone, but just barely legal enough to actually say it. You're not saying that he did it, but I'm implying that he's done it. This is stuff that I see from people like that and other smut peddlers, Rudy Giuliani and everything like that, making accusations to the point to where, I'm not saying you directly did it, but I'm just going to let the audience know that I think or I'm implying, or just put something in their heads, basically. So just giving you something to think about. So in any event, this has nothing to do with Roger Stone or Giuliani. This has to depend with you. If you don't want Shawn Ray to be a commentator, then take it up with the promoters, okay? I mean, and the truth of the matter is Shawn doesn't even have to do commentary. I mean, he's pretty much set himself pretty well off from his income at Weeder from investing and everything. So, like I said, in any event, whether Shawn Ray is commentating or not, he's going to be perfectly fine. But at the end of the day, people, Shawn Ray doesn't control what shows that he is commentating, the promoters. So if you have a problem with it, take it up with the promoters. Because, I mean, I hear where you guys are coming from and you have a point. But that's just about it. But, to be honest with you, being a public dick doesn't mean it doesn't mean that you go and ruin a man's career, livelihood, and his reputation. Period. But that's all I got to say today. I'm not signing no goddamn petition for Shawn Ray whatsoever. I've never had a problem with the person. I've only had one issue with him, and that was when he was selling that canned air, which, as with any business, I mean, it's not like I've not been in a situation where I had to go promote something that I really didn't believe in whatsoever. Money talks and bullshit walks there, But in any event, you guys take care. Sign a petition. Don't sign a petition. But take it from your old friend Vince Goodrum. Vince Goodrum ain't signing no goddamn petition. Period. Take care.